did a 10-hit combo. This dude's doing strings. Wow. That's how you know when you're trash. This nigga did strings. Oh my gosh. Wow. Oh my God. Wow. This motherfucker is garbage.
After finishing what I myself will dub the RGG is Washed trilogy, I believe it's time to throw in some positives about the series. And while yes, the majority of us, well, a good chunk of us, aren't a fan of the direction the series is heading to, heck, some people even absolutely despising the last couple games from this franchise, there's still plenty of good to be had from the community and from the past games of yore. So let's get into it. I will be giving credit wherever I can when it comes to background footage and whatnot. So first off, I want to start off with the games themselves. Each and every one of these games have so much to do in them. Each one could last you at least 200 hours. Trust me, I know. For when I first got back into the series again after so many years, I put almost 200 hours into just Kiwami 1 alone. The main quests in these games usually are some of the highlights, with decent storytelling, interesting characters, and amazing fights. And let's not forget all the sub-stories there are in these games, which can range in a wide variety of emotions. Some are hilarious, some are tragic, some are just flat out mundane, but you still want to see how they end. One of my personal favorites comes from Yakuza 0, where Kiryu goes to meet a fortune teller, and she lightly spoils future games for newbie players. But it's vague enough to make it interesting. And in this sub-story, Kiwami 3 would shamelessly rip it off. But anyway, a lot of them come with pretty fun minigames. For how much people shit on Yakuza 3 for being boring, you gotta admit it invented one of the best minigames, probably the most iconic one in the series. Karaoke! One that's really underrated in my opinion is the ramen shop minigame from Yakuza 5, which I just recently found out it's also in Ishin as well. Or in Yakuza 6, where there's this minigame where you have to deep dive into the ocean and shoot at a bunch of fish. Kinda reminds me of the Ocean Hunter. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if it was inspired by it, since Sega does technically own that as well. Of course you have a couple duds, like the Clan Wars from Yakuza 6 and Kiwami 2, but those are completely optional. You don't have to do them unless you're going for 100%. I believe you have to do them at least once in both games, but other than that, yeah, you're free to do with it or not interact with it as much as you want. Of course, we can't forget about the gambling dens. You got poker, blackjack, koi koi, oicho kabu, and silo. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And from what a lot of people have told me, this game, or this franchise, helped them learn Mahjong. I mean, I still suck at it, and yes, sometimes it makes me a little frustrated to a point where I want to throw my PC out the window. But one day, I will learn it. Hell, maybe even play with some friends in real life. Another aspect of the community that I've recently been getting into is the no-hit damage runs. I don't know what kind of G Fuel or Adderall you guys have been snorting, but goddammit, give me some of that good shit.
What's good,
These are basically combo videos or no damage run videos that I've seen across YouTube from various YouTubers. Two of my favorites in particular that I just discovered are Hat Stud and Gunshot. I mean, seriously, most of these videos, they're doing shit that I couldn't even imagine was possible in the first place. I mean, Jesus Christ, let the man breathe!
Stop! Stop! He's already dead!
The semi-final section I want to do on this video is the modding scene. Now, unfortunately, like most video game mods, the modding scene is exclusive to PC. So unfortunately, if you're still stuck with a console in 2026...
What's wrong with you?
Okay, lightning round, here we go. First one I recommend, the Silly mod for Kiwami 2 by Toto Mojang. This one really leads into the silliness of the franchise, and I would not recommend it for a first playthrough. For a second one, though, perfect. This one feels a bit like cheating, but I do not care. If you, for whatever reason, bought Yakuza Kiwami 3, there are plenty of mods to fix the game. In terms of visuals, combat, restoring old character models if you don't like the newer ones. Nothing is more ironic than an entire fan base who claims to respect women using mods to replace women. Peak irony, guys. Good job. Last creator I like and would recommend any mods by them is JH Rhino. Two of their most ambitious mods that I've seen is Like a Brawler 7, which finally, playable Yakuza 7. I'm kidding, it's just a bit of banter. Though this is ambitious, and I do like the idea of it. Another mod by them I would recommend are the co-op mods. Yes, this guy actually implemented fully working co-op into some of the older Yakuza games, such as Yakuza 0 and I believe Yakuza 5. Overall, amazing work. Check out their YouTube channel. Truly some of the most ambitious mods I've seen for this series. And now finally, I want to give a thanks to all my subscribers, especially to these guys under my community tab, so I can just talk about myself in terms of context when it comes to Yakuza. I did actually play the first game around 2006. I don't remember much from my time with it, but I do remember I did like the fighting. And I remember, I think my mom walked in on one of the scenes where the characters were cursing up a storm, and she immediately went to my PS2 and took the disc out. I was like 7 years old, so I can understand that she was a little concerned about what I was playing. But after that, I never really cared about the series up until around 2017, 2018, when they released Yakuza Kiwami for free on PS Plus. And I was like, finally, I get to actually play the game that I never finished. I don't remember how I got my hands on it, to be honest. I think a friend brought it over because they really liked it. We were always showing each other what games we were playing at the time, so that could have been the case. But yeah, ever since 2017, whenever Kiwami 1 was released on PS Plus, I played through the series. And I remember when the remastered collection got announced, I believe in 2019, I bought it both physically and digitally. I was that excited to finally finish the journey of Kazuma Kiryu. I mean, hell, technically I bought him a third time because now I have almost all of the games on Steam. Shout out to Gaming Flex TV for the suggestion, by the way. There you go, you have my little backstory on Yakuza. Now, from Mr. Fiction Vendetta, he does say that he would like to see me do a video on the game's combat and what I like about it. That could be an interesting video for another time, so thank you very much for the suggestion, dude. I really appreciate it. But for now, my favorite character to play as. That's a tough one, actually. As of right now, when it comes to the action games, I really like Saijima's gameplay because there's a skill that he gets called Herculean Spirit. And what I believe it does is basically you don't get any flinch for when you're attacking. At least from what I can remember when I was playing Yakuza 5. And you could essentially just go ham on the enemies without worrying about getting stun locked or knocked out of a combo. Yeah, I wish he was playable more. The one in Gaiden was alright, I guess, but I don't believe he had any of his iconic abilities or perks. I really did like Yagami as well. I really did like Yagami, the Judgment franchise, especially. God, I hope they don't kill it permanently. But yeah, his playstyle felt like I was playing a completely different franchise, but it was still in the Yakuza series, which is crazy. I'll definitely have to expand upon it more in a later video in the future, but yeah, those two are my favorites in terms of action gameplay and in turn-based with Ichiban. I don't know if he asked this, but my favorite class to play was the hero class because I liked the idea of Ichiban getting more into his JRPG roots. And Infinite Wealth combat was glorious. For a turn-based game, it was godly. I guess you can count Kiryu in Infinite Wealth as well because he was just an absolute powerhouse, and his ability to break the turn-based combat itself. Okay, that's something I've never seen before. Okay, Infinite Wealth, I have very mixed feelings on. Maybe I'll do a tier list and maybe explain why. But yeah, that was that caught me by surprise first time I saw it because I'm not the guy to watch trailers because in my opinion they spoil too much of the game. But yeah, those are my favorite characters to play in the franchise so far off the top of my head, and yeah, soon I can make an entire video dedicated to it. But that's gonna be it for today. I got some stuff to do tomorrow, and I'm sorry this video took so long. I don't know if you guys read the community post, but school's kicking my ass, and I did get sick recently. I'm feeling a lot better now. That's why I can finally work on this video. But yeah, thank you very much to all my subscribers. I can't believe almost 350 subscribers in just 2 months of starting a serious YouTube channel. That's crazy. It's not much, but to me, it means a lot that you guys take time out of your busy schedules to watch my content. And thank you very much. I'm definitely thinking of doing a 500 subscriber special. An idea of mine that I have is we're gonna do a wheel, like one of those wheels, and it'll be a game I go back to. If it does, I will stream. One of the options is I will stream the original Yakuza on PS2. The second one and third one are probably more fun for you guys. I will torture myself and play and beat either Yakuza Kiwami 3 or Majima Pirates. So we'll see what fate decides for me when I do get to 500 subscribers. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. A-B, see ya.
36.5度の太陽